So, guys, we're announcing it today. This is super cool. Maroon 5 are indeed returning to Dubai. It is brought to you by us here at Virgin Radio and Done Events. More details, go to virginradiodubai.com. We're excited. One of the greatest bands of all time, man. I'm going to put that down.
For sure.
And from Maroon 5, we've got James Valentine with us.
Woo!
Yo, good morning.
What's happening? Good morning. Greatest bands of all time? Come on.
Yes.
That's thank you.
100%.
I'll take it.
100%. One of the greatest bands, man. You guys have done what a lot of bands can't do, and that's longevity and hit after hit. James, I was on Netflix just the other night, and I watched the movie about Motley Crue. Have you watched this?
Oh, you know what? I watched the first few minutes, and then my girlfriend said, "Can we watch something else?"
So you watched another show.
It was and watching that.
Yeah, we watched something else.
Yeah, man, but because I just sort of watched it, and it really does show you the life of sort of a rock band. And I really wanted to see if you had any experience or anything, because it was crazy. They really depicted being on the road and how crazy it can be. Have things settled down over the years for Maroon 5? Do you think Maroon 5 was different 5 years ago or 10 years ago than it is today?
Oh, absolutely. And it did remind me, when I joined the band in 2000, I moved into a house with Adam, and we lived with three other musicians and a painter and an actor, and we did have a scene, and so the Sunset Strip scenes in that movie kind of reminded me of the little scene that we had going when I joined, and it was a lot crazier back then. We were in our earlier 20s, and now we're 40. Some of us have families.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely evolved over the years. It's a different type of experience today.
Yeah, I can imagine. We love it. We're so excited to get you guys back here in the UAE. You've been here before. You've performed here before. You excited to come back?
Oh yeah, it's we've had such a blast when we've come in the past, and it's been too long. It's been too many years since we've been back.
Yeah, it's been about, I want to say 8 or 9 years. I still remember that concert. You guys are absolutely amazing. I wanted to ask you a question, though, about a gig that you did recently in the region, James. You recently performed at one of the biggest weddings in India, and I was watching all the Insta stories. That was insane.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting experience, and that was our first time to India, which was amazing, just to get a short glimpse. I want to go back there and spend more time. It was at the end of a long tour, so we couldn't really stay. But yeah, that was quite a wedding. I don't know that I'll ever attend a wedding that fancy ever again in my life.
That's awesome, man. James, when it comes to writing the music, is it a group effort? Obviously, everyone's got their own sort of feels and that. How does it come? You guys you're so good at creating good music, like hits. How does that come about for Maroon 5?
Yeah, I mean, it comes about in all kinds of different ways, and that's something that's evolved over the years as well. Because it used to be just a couple of us, sitting in a room with a piano or guitar and kind of banging out the arrangements. And of course, over the years, technology has evolved so much, so we could be working on a song with people across the world over email and over remote connections. So that's something that's really changed. But at the core of it, I think we've always been really good at recognizing what makes a great song, and that's I think been the number one key to our longevity.
You guys did the Super Bowl. How was that? Amazing?
Yeah, it was a pretty intense, crazy experience, and I think it was one of the last things that we had on our bucket list of things that we dreamt about, and so to cross that off the list was pretty special.
When you're collaborating with other artists, you've obviously just had a huge hit, Girls Like You.
Yeah. 2
billion views on YouTube. Are you guys aware when you've got such a hit? Do you know, all right, guys, we got one? Is that the feels, or is it We think it's pretty good. Let's see what happens.
Man, yes, but we have that feeling a little more often than it's actually true. You know, all the time, like, oh, this one's going. So we've been around long enough to know that just because you have that feeling doesn't mean it's going to go the distance. But we definitely knew that Girls Like You was a special song. But I think what really brought that home for people was the video clip. So I think once I started seeing rough versions of that video, I said, oh, this is really going to resonate with people. And I think we've been lucky with some of our songs where the clip comes together with the song and really works. I think that happened with Sugar as well, where that really made it special and resonate with people.
Did you actually work in the same area as Cardi B? Did you guys get to meet Cardi B or Cardi B meet you guys?
I personally did not meet her. Adam was there when she shot her piece, and said that she was just as awesome to meet in person as you would expect. And I look forward to actually getting to meet her. A lot of these artists that we collaborate in this modern world, it's just through emails over computer, and a lot of times we're not even in the same room with them.
That's absolutely crazy. Do you have any other interesting collaborations coming up? Because you guys always, whenever there's a Maroon 5 collaboration, it's never anything you'd expect. It's always something different, like your team up with Cardi B,
Yeah, actually, we have something very special coming up, and it is a collaboration that I think for a lot of people will be very surprising. And guess what? I can't tell you yet.
Come on.
Give us
something.
Can we give you 3 guesses, and you have to say just yes or no?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
But I still won't.
Okay. I'm gonna go here. Khaled.
Oh, that's a good one.
The rapper Khaled.
Nope.
No. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna go
That would be cool.
Dua Lipa.
No, again, I would love to work with her. It's not her.
Hi, I'm gonna go Eminem.
Wow.
Not Eminem. That
Okay.
would be another bucket list sort of scenario. But sorry, thank God you didn't guess.
I do feel like you're not a good liar, James. I'm not sure, but I feel like that.
No, I'm not. That would have been hard. So I'm glad we got through that. Yeah, I would be. Adam would kill me. We got to keep it a secret.
We're super excited. You guys do it so well, so classy, so just
Totally.
when it comes to your music, it's always such an amazing experience. I've seen you perform live twice, and both times I walk out of there just going, wow, these guys, like, there's a reason why. There's a reason why you are, you've got that longevity, you've got all those hits. We're excited to get you back here. Before you leave, I wanted to ask you, I'm a huge Jonah Hill fan. Is it true that your longtime manager was Jonah Hill's brother?
Yeah, that's true, and he's remained a close friend. He actually officiated Adam's wedding, and when I first joined the band, I met this 16-year-old kid, who at the time, he was into music. I think he wanted to sort of be a musician, but he was messing around a little bit with acting, and then a few Oscar nominations later, he's Jonah Hill. So it's been amazing to see his rise.
Awesome stuff,
so
man.
cool.
That is, I love it. You guys must have just a bunch of stories after stories. What do you want? I'll leave it with this. In 40 years' time, what do you, James, personally want Maroon 5 to be remembered for?
Well, I think, like we were talking about earlier, the songs themselves, I think I'm most proud of that we have a collection of these songs that have really stood on their own and stood the test of time. And so I'd love to add a few more of these songs to our set list, and hopefully still be out there playing them, because we all really enjoy just getting out there in front of the audiences.
Love it. You're teaming up with Calvin Harris next, aren't you? Just say it.
Nope. Not it. Guys, when the news drops, you'll be like, oh, we didn't see that coming.
Okay. I love it. Well, listen, they've won 3 Grammys, 3 American Music Awards, 3 People's Choice Awards, a bunch of other awards. They're coming to Dubai. More details, virginradiodubai.com. Maroon 5. Yeah. There he is, James Valentine. Woo! Thank you so much. Virgin Radio.